What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live stream. Apologies today, a little bit later than usual. I've just been recording the Talk is Cheap show for this week. This will be a slightly shorter show than usual as well, people. Obviously, I'm going to be back tonight at 5:30 p.m. for the Manchester United against Villarreal watch along. Could it be a good evening for Unai Emery? Manchester United could end up chasing the Europa League if it doesn't go well tonight. But big up to everyone for tuning in. Rashan said I always sing the intro. The intro is legendary, man. That intro is going straight to the top with us. I'm telling you, I'm not changing that. Big up Adam, who said big up Big C. Hope you're doing well, bro. Big up to you. Big up to Marshall. Hope you're well. South London's finest. Big up to you. Appreciate you doing them timestamps yesterday as well. It's a big help. I actually need to do them myself, but listen, if you don't mind doing them, it's a big help. Mo7, big up Big C in the chat. Long time I haven't been on live, but always watching back the streams. I appreciate it. Listen, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching back afterwards, you know, it's a big help. All the support is much appreciated. Seth said, trying to hear the live intro today and I ain't even heard it yet. Raul said, Big C, that Cecil stream in the end was lit. Listen, big up to everyone who tuned in yesterday, man. The Arsenal therapy was absolutely legendary yesterday. I think we all needed it. And, yeah, the little joke at the end, man, was brilliant. It was a great way to end the stream, I can't lie. So, yeah, that was an enjoyable one. 2-hour stream yesterday for Arsenal therapy. So, it was definitely needed. And I can't lie, I felt better after it. So, it definitely works. But yeah, hopefully we won't be doing it this week. Newcastle this week. I was down at the Emirates this morning as well, doing some filming. And listen, man, they've got to get 3 points today. They have to get 3 points today. This weekend against Newcastle. Newcastle are bottom of the league. They haven't won one game, 60 defeats and 6 draws. Although I have to say, I don't think that Newcastle are as bad as a team that is bottom of the league, to be honest. I still think when you've got the likes of Almiron and St. Maximum and Callum Wilson, you've got a decent attacking threat there. So, yeah. Let's see what you're saying in the comments. Tenzin said, thank you, Big C. I feel more connected to Arsenal through your work. And you know what? That's the number one aim. Make you feel more connected to the club. Hopefully brighten up people's day a little bit and give out some information and have some healthy debate, you know. Ross, Big C, trying to get my membership back, but I don't see the link. I don't know why that is happening. I haven't even put it in the title for this video, unfortunately. Should just usually let you click join next to the subscribe button. If not, I'll put the link up in today's later video. People asking, are you doing a watch along? I will be back 5:30. Villarreal against Manchester United, people. Unai Emery settings, man. Let's see. I think that'll be quite an exciting game. I won't be doing the Chelsea game afterwards, though. Just doing the Man United one. Tomorrow, we'll be doing Man City against PSG. Shane said, much love, Big C. Sorry for taking those 3 points. Boy, man. Liverpool, they didn't even do it in a nice way to us, you know. They slapped us before taking it off us. That's what was so bad about it for me. No free hits, people. No free hits. Sir Festus, big up, Curtis. Your show is like a tablet to me. I can't stay if I don't watch it. Keep on the good work. Hey, big up, bro. Ben White, Dutty Wine. Yo, don't get me started, man. Sentimental. The man was, man had him on all fours on Anfield. DV, bless up, Big C, the best YouTuber. I appreciate that. Big up, Pavel. Hello from Poland. Gunnar Vettel, you didn't just take the 3 points. You took our soul and ripped it apart. No, like, you know what I mean? No compassion for what we're going through. That's what was so nasty about it. Xhaka mode is going on, people. Big up for reminding me. How can I forget? Xhaka mode is like a daily thing now. Let me throw that on. Like I said, it won't be as long a show today, people. Probably about 45 minutes, as I've got a few things to do. And then we'll be back tonight, 5:30 for Villarreal against Man United. Big up Sean P. He said, great stream yesterday, Big C. Looking forward to going to the game Saturday. Hopefully we bounce back with a win. Listen, one thing I want to say, and big up Sean with the super chat, man. As I said, man, it's not the end of the world. I was really disappointed with what happened at Anfield. I can't lie. And it wasn't the fact that we lost the game. It was the way we lost the game. I felt that with this unbeaten run, with spending 150 million, we should have been able to bridge that gap. And like I said, I didn't feel like that was on show at the weekend. But what I will say, we are fifth. Me, myself, I even said, and I got to be honest because it's there on previous videos, I said that top 6 would be acceptable for me this season. I want top 4, but I don't think we're good enough to get top 4. So the fact that we're fifth, I've said top 6 minimum, I can't complain too much overall, even though I'm still not totally convinced by what I'm seeing. You know, Newcastle at home should be 3 points. We can be level in 4th with West Ham if they drop points. It's not the end of the world. So, and listen, you know, I'm expecting Arsenal to beat Newcastle. Abdul Ghaffar said, big up Big C, we need Bernardo Silva and a solid defensive midfielder. Please tell Arteta, listen man, you do well to get Bernardo Silva out of there. Arsenal fan since 2015 today, Big C, you made me less deluded. You're lucky, you've only been an Arsenal fan since 2015. The pain's been going on a lot longer. Knots21 said, can't get that Will Young song out my head. Oh man, this is the stuff that man's got going off on the streams, you know, got man singing Will Young songs. Baratwa said, Big C, Gareth Southgate says he has a lot to prove at club level. Guess we know who's replacing Mikel after 2024. Nah, man, we've already got the Spanish Southgate. We don't need Southgate. Oh, man. Marvu, Curtis, the passion Conte showing at that lot should make you angry. Listen, I like Conte. I've said many times, I think Conte is an elite manager, one of the best in the world. I'd put him in the top 5 managers in the world. So, you know my thoughts and opinions, man. I would have gone for him. Liam said, sick of getting slapped 4 or 5-0 by City or Liverpool every game. We don't even grab a goal. Like I said, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, 3 games this season, 11 goals conceded and 0 goals scored. And that's what is very frustrating. Raul said, Curtis, you need to give therapy to Kevin Campbell. Listen, I'm not sure if I have that kind of therapy. Kev wouldn't listen. You know, Kev is very strong in his opinions. But listen, I need to get him back on. And we'll discuss it. Shema said, where will we finish exactly, Big C? I need a number. Start of the season, I said 7th. I'm going to be slightly more optimistic and say 6th at a push. And even that's going to be hard because West Ham look good. You know, Tottenham have got Conte, Leicester. There's going to be a battle. I'm going to say 6th, and I don't see us finishing any higher than that with this manager. But that's the most. Kevin Campbell therapy. If I get Kev on, watch our banter him on the show. Kevin Campbell therapy, people. Can we change his mind? Poch to Man United after the City game. I think Poch would be a very... I think Poch would be a good appointment for Man United. I can't lie. I do. I think he would be a good manager for them. Long-term project. I can see why they're going for him. And what I'm hearing is he wants the job now as well. He's not happy. His family didn't move to Paris with him, you know. And apparently Man United was his dream job. So I think you will see Poch to United. But they could lose a couple times this week, you know. Villarreal's a tough game. They got Chelsea at the weekend. Is Carrick ready for them games? Zhao said, big up Curtis, wishing you all the best, bro. Thank you very much. Shane said, Big C, has Mikel ever made a sub Arsenal fans are being happy with? I feel like every time I watch Arsenal and they make a sub, I shake my head. I mean, how often has Arteta made a sub that has actually influenced the game and enabled us to go and win the game? You know, not too often. Kev is probably in the chat. Yeah, he'll pop up somewhere, no doubt. BX Gunner said 6th would be a decent goal. If we somehow discovered our goal scoring, we'd have a shot at 4th and 5th. Have to find a way to start scoring goals, man. It's not happening. Mangus said Poch is class. He is, in my opinion. Darren said, big up Curtis in the community. Big up to you for tuning in, bro. Like I said, people, make sure you tune in tonight, 5:30 for Villarreal against... Villarreal against Man United. Amsterdam, Thailand. Hi, Curtis. Tomorrow, Arsenal are the early kickoff against Besiktas. Maybe do a normal Arsenal stream during the game and have Ajax in the background. You really want me to do that Ajax watch-along, don't you? We'll do it at some stage, definitely. We'll definitely get it done. Pepe Zaha swap. I'd be all over it. I'd bite your hand off for that, Mukhtar. I'd be all over it. I don't care that Zaha's a bit older. He's better. We should have signed him in the first place, but... It is what it is, people. Raziel said, grab a goal scorer in January and fourth is a fantasy, but I don't see Arsenal buying a goal scorer in January. I think it'll be at the end of the season. Loz Incredible said, Big C, let's not dwell on that Liverpool loss too much. Got to keep our heads and go 3-point collecting. I hear you. Let's move on. We've been slapped, the bruises will disappear and we move on. Who are we going to sign in January, people, is the question. Arsenal being linked today with Arthur. Where's the other half of him? We need more than half a midfielder. It's a proper dad joke, that, innit? I couldn't help it. But yeah, Arthur, people. £29 million apparently he's able to leave Juventus for this January. They're trying to freshen it up. New contract pending for Dybala, set to be signed in the next few days. Ramsey, another one who apparently could be on his way out as well. But Arthur, people. Now, Arthur, when he was at Barcelona, people were absolutely raving about this guy. Since he's gone to Juventus, nothing seems to have happened for him. And it seems as if they're willing to let him go. Now, they can't all be winners, you know what I mean? I'm no comedian. Sometimes they'll land, sometimes they'll miss, But I have to admit, I haven't seen enough of him at Juventus. The offer that I saw at Barcelona was fantastic in a particular style. But this offer at Juventus, I honestly haven't seen much of him. Now, Arthur is 25 years of age. He turns 26. He's quite small. He's a ball-playing central midfielder. He's only made 4 appearances in the league this season, 22 last season. And doesn't seem to be a regular in the Brazil team. So, I mean, listen, he's a good player. Do you think he helps us? I mean, Raziel said I'd rather have McKennie. I do like Weston McKennie. He's a bit more combative as well. Big up Mob Squad for becoming a member on the channel. Really appreciate it, man. You've been supporting for a long time. Ted Watts, here he goes. Look, dad jokes are in now. He said his wife went out with Arthur London. Oh, my days. You thought mine was bad. Oh, my days. Mr. 142 said Arthur is a good footballer. Anybody who's seen him at Juventus, give us some feedback in the comments, people. I honestly, I'm not going to pretend. I have not watched him play much for Juve, so I'm not sure. Zahir said, Arthur is not good. Pjanic was better for Juve. They are missing Pjanic massively. This deal is actually being investigated at the moment for, brown envelopes were flying all over the place, apparently. It was kind of used as a way of avoiding financial fair play issues, shall we say. Pjanic, of course, can't get anywhere near the Barcelona team. So overall, it looks like it was a horrendous swap deal. Imran said he's small and slow would suit the Premiership. I mean, does small and slow suit the Prem? Coutinho 2.0 even peaked sooner. Ceballos 2.0. So a lot of you are not happy with him. Anyone got any more information on him and how he's done over there? Fraser said, hey now, Curtis, you used to tease me for telling those cheesy jokes. I know, man, I know. Now I'm doing them. Our times have changed there. That's what Arteta ball does to you. Does not really matter who we get. Arteta will turn them into complete dross. Fitz even more optimistic about Arteta than me. Listen, if you're an attacking player right now, you don't want to play in this Arteta style of football. I can't lie, but maybe the ball playing centre mid will help. South London's finally said Arthur is a good player, but his injury history is an absolute myth. Arteta 2.0. Yeah, click that like button, people. Smash that like. Like I said, it will be a shorter show today as I've got a few bits to do, but I will be back for the watch-along at 5:30. Villarreal, Man United, which should be entertaining. Raziel said, checked his stats. Terrible defensively, but technically and creatively, he's pretty good. Who would be your ideal midfield signing? Even though he's not a ball-playing centre mid, as such, I would get Basuma. I think Basuma and Thomas Partey is a brick wall. I think that's a brick wall. And Basuma can play. He's improved a lot, Yeah, Fitz, man. Don't let Arteta do it to you. This is what he does. Curtis Fabrizio said 2 days ago, our priority is a striker in January, no midfielders, said Mike. I mean, that would be insane. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, we could do with a striker, but we need the midfielder. You've got to think, people. In January, Thomas Partey and El Neni go to AFCON. Granit Xhaka will be coming back from a 3-month ligament injury in the knee that, you know, there's no guarantees he comes back and, you know, is just at it straight away. I mean, is Granit Xhaka ever at it anyway? But, you know, that only leaves us with Sambi Lokonga and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, just to put into context, people, we play Manchester City and Tottenham in January. City at home, Tottenham away. I wouldn't want to play against Manchester City's midfield with Lokonga and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm sorry, against Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri and Bernardo Silva and players like that. You know, we need a couple of midfielders. Mangis said we need a beast in midfield, not a fair weather player. Mob Squad said I think Renato Sanchez can suit Arsenal. Chopper said Kessie or Brozovic. I believe they're both out of contract. Or Brozovic might have a year left. I know Kessie his contract is running out. We need a striker as well. Vlahovic, we do. We definitely do. Sentiment FC said, Big C, I hear you saying Arthur, but I'm hearing Ramsey and Wilshere return. I would not want that. I would not want that at all. Bruno Guimaraes, I like him. Very good. I don't think he'll leave in January. I think that's more a summer move. JS Slime said, Nala Conga is basically as fast as Xhaka. I think he's a bit quicker, but in fact, to be honest, the way he was getting caught at Liverpool, maybe not. Arnie Schwartz said, get Basuma in, no debate. I genuinely don't know why Basuma still plays for Brighton. You know, Mangis, the famous saying, if it makes sense, Arsenal will not do it. I have to admit, I'm not totally sold on this deal. Liam said 26 games, 1 goal. We need a goal-scoring midfielder. I'm just not totally convinced. I thought he looked quite good at Barca. Got a big move financially to Juventus. It really hasn't worked for him since joining, and they want him out. £29 million apparently. What are your thoughts? Like I said, he's not particularly a goal-scoring midfielder. He scored 1 goal in 26 games overall for Juventus, and even at Barcelona, 3 goals in over 70 appearances. So he's definitely not being signed for his goal-scoring ability. Melbourne said Arthur gives Thiago vibes. Imagine Partey and Renato. I mean, Renato Sanchez for me, I don't know what it is. I feel like we should get that deal done. I think we need 2 midfielders. I can't lie. You've got to think, people. Mohamed El Neni will leave in the summer. He's out of contract. I can't see any chance of Arsenal giving him a new contract. And, you know, I think we're going to need 2 midfielders. Never mind 1. Big up, Captain Sal. Hope you're well. I know you've had a great weekend. You've been, you know, with that Salah picture. John Leah. I mean, John, they turned John so bad after that performance that the man had to take Danielson off his picture and put Kim Kallstrom up. I mean, Gunnar Vettel, you're spot on. I'm going to put some new logos up for the members. I will change them. I'll try and do it this week. I think I can add another 5 now, so I will put those up. Craig said, I want Basuma next to Partey, 100%. Zeke said, Big C, been away for a while. Come on, you Gunners. Hope you're well, bro. Costa said, heard this guy, Curtis, could do a job in midfield. Hey, listen, I don't mind, man. I do more than what they was doing, man. I do more than Xhaka. I'm telling you. But listen, the next guy we're being linked with, I mean, we've spoken about him on numerous occasions today. Some of you have just mentioned his name, and that is the boy, Renato Sanchez. Now, this is hotting up. I know he is quite injury prone. That is the only problem. He is quite injury prone, and we know Arsenal, when it comes to injury prone players, I mean, we sign players that aren't even injury prone, and we make them, you know, get injured a lot of the time. So never mind getting someone that's injured a lot. Now, just to put into context, last season he played 23 league games. The season before he played 19. So he definitely does have injuries in him. The 2 seasons before that, 17 and 17. So he plays maybe 60%, 70% of the games a season. You know, he's somebody that you may lose. You may lose for 10, 15 games a season, but only has 18 months left on his contract, has physical presence, scored for Portugal during the international break, had a very good Euros. I would take him. You know, they're talking about 20 to 25 million euros, which is about between about 17 and 20 million pounds. I like him. I can't lie, people. He's 24 years of age. He's had a lot of experience for a guy at this age, you know. Came through at Benfica, went to Bayern Munich for massive money. He's done an interview recently saying he wasn't ready for that move. Had the loan spell at Swansea, which wasn't great for him. He's gone to Lille, rejuvenated his career, and he's ready for the big move. I got to be honest, if you offer me Renato Sanchez in January for £20 million, I'm all over it. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Frank Kessie. I like Basuma. You know, they are less injury prone. Kessie is out of contract in the summer, but he's being linked. I'm even seeing him linked to Real Madrid because he's a free agent in the summer. So I'm not sure we could get Kessie with those sort of clubs looking at him. And Basuma, I've just got no idea why anybody hasn't signed him. Renato Sanchez, for me, would be a positive signing for Arsenal in January. Shane said, Renato is an upgrade for your squad in midfield, bro. His positives for the team outweigh the risk at 20 million. At 20 million nowadays is peanuts for a player. You know, 24 years of age, Portuguese international. I'm sure worst case scenario, you would get your money back if you decided you had to move him on. Gabriel Nuno and Renato, the Portuguese connection. I mean, he was obviously a teammate with Gabriel at Lille. Obviously, Gabriel being Brazilian, he speaks Portuguese as well. He's always flirting with the Arsenal move in the comments on Gabriel's Instagram page. So he clearly knows. Man said Prison FC, that's why no one's gone for Basuma. In terms of Renato Sanchez, the story coming out of L'Equipe again today. Lille midfielder Renato Sanchez says he is ready to leave the club for a fresh challenge. Arsenal and AC Milan are among the clubs interested in the 24-year-old Portugal star who was close to signing for Barcelona in the summer. Amazing that he said he was very close to getting a deal done with Barcelona in the summer, and it broke down at the last minute. And his agent, who is Jorge Mendes, I mean, this could be a sticking point. We know that Jorge Mendes, a little bit like Mino Raiola, in that he asks for a lot of money when he wants players and this, that, the other. He is his agent. He's also publicly come out today and said that he believes it's time for his client to move in January. The World Cup is next year. He needs to go back to, you know, the top level, in his opinion, into one of the big leagues. Like I said, for me, £20 million Renato Sanchez, I would do the deal. His injury issue is a little bit of a concern, though. I can't lie. That guy D said Milan will want him to replace Kessie. Exactly. Razil said, look at Ramsdale. Had some trials and tribulations in his career. It's made him a monster today. Renato has similarly had a lot of learning curves. I mean, listen, he's suffered. You know, he had the big money move and he's kind of suffered. He's had to rebuild himself. And I'm sure he would have a lot to prove. But the problem is, of course, just that injury concern. Big up Sharguna. We need a player like Sanchez. Are we talking Renato Sanchez or Alexis Sanchez? But listen, I agree. We need somebody that's got a bit of energy and power. After seeing the game the other day, we can definitely use Renato, said Jay Dime. Adam said even a half-fit Renato for 20 million is better than El Neni and Xhaka. Could even make a profit if it goes well, 100%. Brad said, Big C, what are your thoughts on Maxwell Cornet? I honestly feel he's a decent baller. He's done well. He's done well. I was surprised when he went to Burnley. I was like, what was he going to Burnley for? But he's starting well. I'm sure eventually he would get a move from there. If he continues doing well. Jeff said his injuries would be a concern. That is it. I just think Arsenal will have to spend. I think there are midfielders available in January if you put your money where your mouth is, you know. I think you can get, you might be able to get an Aouar. You may be able to get Basuma, you know, Kessie, a Renato Sanchez. The players are there if you're willing to put the money down. HMT said we need Phillips. I like Phillips at Leeds. He would be very expensive. Big up to Gio. He said Curtis Arthur doesn't have 90 minutes in those legs. Also, Curtis, we will battle it out for Renato Sanchez. I'm going to need Pepe on loan. We need help on the right wing. I mean, listen, Gio, I know you're a big AC Milan fan, and listen, you may be in the driving seat because you're in Europe, and he may look at it and think, I want to play in Europe. I would just like to think that he would want to play in the Premier League. He's also got a friendship with Gabriel. It's just like I said, will players want to play for Mikel Arteta? You know, if it comes down to it, he may, the lack of attacking quality, I'm not sure. But yeah, listen, we'll go to battle. And listen, there are rumours saying that Pepe, at the right price, the club will let him go at the end of the season. But there's a long way to go yet. I'm sure he's still got a chance to turn things around. Zilen said, remember Arteta preferred attitude first before anything else. Yeah, he loves that attitude, don't he, man? And I mean, has Renato Sanchez ever had attitude? Have people questioned his attitude? Every day I'm waffling. Straight Arteta setting said Arsenal linked with Choupo-Moting. Yeah, that would just... I'd be doing an extended Arsenal therapy for that. Johnny, you're right. And that's where I think we could overcome an AC Milan, because the reality is our wages, I mean, let me just look, for example, Renato Sanchez... contract. Let's have a look just to put things into perspective. His contract runs out in 2023, so he's got 18 months left on his contract. How much is he on a week? Let's have a look how much he's on a week. This is saying 50,000 a week. Renato Sanchez, £47,000 a week, people. 47 grand a week. We got man like 47. The kit man probably gets 47 grand a week. AC Milan probably go, listen, come here, we'll give you 80 grand a week. We'll be like, listen, Renato Sanchez, how does, you're 47 grand a week. How about 120, 130 grand a week? How does that sound? Arsenal have got wages just all over the place, Goonalicious, would you switch Pepe for Sanchez? I'd like to add him to him. I wouldn't ideally want to swap them. If Pepe does go in the summer, then that's different. But we need Renato Sanchez now. Dollar Hyde, big up Big C. What about giving Chambers a chance in midfield? Chambers, for me, is done out here. I can't lie. He's a squad player. I would sell him probably in the summer. South London's, Kolasinac is on 120 grand. El Neni's on 60. Renarson was on 40k. Renarson's on 40k, the worst keeper. We can quite easily treble that wage. Curtis, you can triple his wages and he will go to Arsenal. I'm glad you know this, Gio. I like the fact you're such an understanding fan. I respect that. We triple them wages, he comes to us, simple as that. Thomas said, yeah, we need to add Sanchez, not switch him, 100%. Tom said we got Cedric on 75 and Pablo Mari on 85. Has anybody seen Pablo Mari, people? I don't know what's happened to that guy. I don't know what Lukaku has done to him, but he does not seem the same. I don't know where he is. He's not been seen since the mauling against Chelsea. I'm telling you now, the Cedric and Pablo Mari deals, mate. I mean, Raul Sanelli was involved in them deals, mate. Brown envelopes all over the place, mate. I'm telling you, brown envelope deals. How did Cedric get a 4-year contract to Arsenal on 75 grand a week at the age of 28 years of age? Arsenal fan since 2015 said, hello, sir. I'm 14, grew up watching Arsenal, watching Ozil and Sanchez. Learned a lot about Arsenal's history the other day from the stream with Mr. Kevin Campbell. Listen, it's important that people know about the history of Arsenal. We weren't always this bad. We were actually a very good team at one stage. So, yeah, it's important we do that, man. But glad you learnt something. Ziggy said, find him, Murray. I'm telling you, where is he, man? Where is he? I don't even know if he's been on the bench. Is he getting counselling? I don't know what's going on. Pablo Mary Poppins, I'm telling you. Murray's still in hospital after Lukaku ended him. It's London plus big wages to get any player nowadays. That's it. Money, 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 money. Money. Osman said, Big C, I just watched the Arsenal Lounge with Fabrizio. Learned a lot of stuff. regarding who we are targeting. Big up to Arsenal Lounge, big up to Fabrizio. We may get him on here when the transfer window. I am in contact with him now. It's just he goes on a lot of channels now, and you know, he does charge to come on. So, you know, if he goes on somewhere else, he's not going to have a lot to say on your channel a week later, you know. So that's kind of why I've hesitated to bring him on. But we may get him on for the January transfer window, you know. You can find him in a training video. Yeah, that's no good. We need him on the pitch. Finally, this will be the last story quickly, and I'll get a few comments in after and we'll round up. Rio Ferdinand is having a bit of a go at Mikel Arteta. Now, you know me, people. I'm not the biggest fan of Mikel Arteta, but I still think that people are being a little bit harsh on Arteta with this. People saying, Rio Ferdinand saying that Arteta was naive to embrawl in an argument with Jurgen Klopp as it inspired the Anfield crowd. Now, it did. Even Oxlade-Chamberlain said he felt the energy levels lift after that argument. However, I do think in the emotion of the game there that it's very difficult as a manager to not get into that argument with Klopp. Klopp's chatting smoke after Mane's just clattered your player. I was, anyone who watched the live stream, I was hyped up when Arteta was, like I said, people, if I'm a player and I look over and I see Mikel Arteta having it out with Klopp, that would fire me up. I'd be going around our teammates saying, listen, the gaffer's over there having it out with Klopp. We need to lift our game. Do you know what I mean? We need to do our thing. And I agree, Daniel. It was a trap. I genuinely believe that it was a trap. A number of people have told me that Klopp does this a lot at Anfield. When they don't get that early goal and the Anfield crowd goes a little bit more quiet, it'll make the argument bigger than it is. Starts, pumping fists, and the Anfield crowd starts rocking. And I agree. I think it was a trap, but I just think the players should have reacted and actually backed him up a little bit more. So, yeah, I think the players let him down in that scenario. Not Rio Ferdinand's best of pictures, but Rio Ferdinand pinpoints the naive Mikel Arteta moment the boss needs to learn from. This is the same Ferdinand who was going, oh, Ollie, give him a contract as long as he wants. The streets don't forget, Rio. The streets don't forget, my friend. Yeah, Khalid, I will be streaming the Man United game. I'll be back at 5:30, people. Get your comments in. I'll be on for about another 6 or 7 minutes, then I'm out of here. It is a shorter stream today. It'll only be 40 minutes. Just because I got a few things on and I was rushing back. We just recorded Talkish Cheap Show. That should be out later today for anybody that tunes into that. Vance said Fabrizio is the tapping merchant, the Inzaghi of transfers. I mean, that's it. Listen, he's good. He is good. He's entertaining as well. But it's, it goes on a lot of shows. And when you're paying for someone, you want exclusives. Kay said, can you get Arteta on the show? If only, man. I'm not sure he would ever come on this show. Kalawale said, I disagree totally. It's absolutely normal and expected of every manager to defend their players. Arteta did what we all wanted to be doing. Like I said, I'm not having a go at Arteta. I think he was well within his rights to have that argument. It's just because the players didn't respond, it went against him, and that's the sad thing. I blame the players in that situation. They should have backed him. Oh, it's out already. See what I mean? You lot know more than me. They don't even tell me. It's out already, yeah? Okay, yeah, out 30 minutes ago. Yeah, there you go. It's out, people. Go and check that out. We discussed the free hit. Get Robbie on your show. Yeah, man, Robbie's due an appearance on here. He's very, very busy at the moment with his channel, but I will get him on here. I saw him today, actually. Quinton, yeah, I'm going to drop a message to DG today, try and get Deluded on this week. I did speak to him briefly in the comments yesterday, so I'm going to drop him a message later on, see if we can get him on maybe on Thursday or something like that. Please don't go, hey, it's a short one today, unfortunately, man. Usually I come on at 2, but today I couldn't get on till 2:45. It's just a short one today. Pep Teta did a show with Sidemen. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. It keeps popping up on my YouTube suggested, but yeah, not able to watch it yet. Arthur was a total flop at Juve and Barca, and Renato a total flop at Bayern. Arsenal is so desperate and clueless. I mean, listen, players can struggle at certain clubs, and it doesn't mean they're a flop for the rest of their career. You know, Renato Sanchez went to Bayern Munich as a teenager. You know, he's rejuvenated his career at Lille. So I think it's difficult to just write a player off if they struggle. There are circumstances around it, you know. It's sad to see we have no European trophies. Well, not in recent times, and no Champions League. Fitz said the Arsenal problem now is there are no more quality managers left, bar Zidane. Conte is gone. Listen, and I said this many times, you know, we were in a position where when they were asking questions of Arteta, you got Zinedine Zidane and Antonio Conte out of work. Now Conte's gone. Zidane has already said he doesn't want the United job, which would indicate he doesn't want to manage in England. If we ever do run into a situation where we have to replace Arteta, the options are so limited, you know, and that's the worry. But listen, he's the manager. Maybe he can turn things around. Roman said, still waiting for that Curtis DG, Hugh Wizzy and Turkish podcast. That would be a good one. That would be a very good one, man. You know, we have to try and make that happen. Thoughts on Verratti? I think Verratti's fantastic. I really do. I think he's a quality player. I'm surprised he stayed at PSG the whole time. HMT, where's the second channel? Do you know what? I'm just kind of toying at the moment with the idea of, do we make a second YouTube channel or do we go over to Twitch? It won't affect this channel whatsoever. It's just I'm not sure whether to go onto a different platform with the second channel or whether to just make a second YouTube channel. Let me know your thoughts, people. What do you reckon? You know, I'm a man of the people. Let me know. Do we get do we do a second YouTube channel, discuss general topics, or do we go over to Twitch? Yeah, Saeed, I'm sure I'll get Saeed on for the United game. Obviously, I speak to him, we get on, and he's very happy at the moment. Kieran Maka said, big up Curtis, hope you're well. Tuning in after a long sports exam, so thanks for relieving my mind. Big up, bro, hope the exam went well. Torque Gaming make daily vlogs. Lucas said, Curtis, second channel, I would do FIFA streams. Nimbo saying Twitch. Value saying go to Twitch. HMT second YouTube. House saying go Twitch. Yeah, most of you saying Twitch. All right, people. Interesting. People, I'm around up there. Short one today. Apologies. I know usually you're used to an hour, 2 hours. Today is just a quick 40-minute stream. No, I won't be covering the Liverpool match, unfortunately. Like I said, people, tune in today, 5:30, Manchester United against Villarreal, watch along. Tomorrow I'll be back at the usual time of 2 o'clock. That'll be, you know, an hour as usual with the Arsenal update. And then tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock, we'll be doing Manchester City against PSG. Big game. Appreciate you all tuning in. Sorry it was a shorter one today. Go and check out that Talk is Cheap show that has just dropped. Big up to you guys for letting me know. And I'll see you all tonight, 5:30. Will it be a good evening for Unai Emery as he takes on Michael Carrick's Manchester United? I'll see you all later, people. Take care. Bless.